Hello and welcome to Copy Class. I'll be your teacher today. My name is Justin Quick, and today we're going to talk about 10 ways to make your ads believable. Now the first way is something that we've brought up many times here in class, and that is to be specific. I think Claude Hopkins was who said that vague generalities tend to roll off of people's back or roll off of people's minds like water off of a duck's back. So you're not selling the best coaching thing ever. You're selling exclusive access to a program where the average student is making $126,000 a year, something like that. So you want to consider in your research phase, what are all the facts and figures that you could possibly put into your advertisement? What is your product made out of? How and where is it constructed? Who makes it? Tell people about the workmanship that goes into it. Number 2, a time-tested favorite is testimonials. Best, of course, when they're real, if you don't want to go to prison, that is. And try to get the full name. Okay, not the ABC says, okay, try to get permission to use the full name, the address if you can, at least the city and state, the vocation, what this person does, and the location where they are. Now, on your testimonials, you want to make sure that you have testimonials by everyday, ordinary people, not just experts who are your friends, really the other gurus, but people who just look like normal, average, everyday people. Now we're going to get a little more into this in just a moment, and I'll have a class on testimonials later. But number 3 is to feature the name of the manufacturer. So you'd feature your own name, or as we talked about earlier, we could feature James Jones's name. Sometimes people didn't want to do this. They didn't want to put their name because, okay, yeah, General Electric can do it, but they're General Electric and I'm not. Well, that's fine. If you want to be as famous as General Electric, feature your name. Because that's how it happens. I mean, at some point, General Electric, nobody knew who they were either. But when you feature a company's name over and over again, and use number 4, which is to build confidence in the manufacturer, when you use these two together, you can actually make yourself quite famous and pretty quickly, especially if you're selling a good product. Number 5. Tell a dramatic story about the quality of your product. I remember David Ogilvy's famous Shell commercial where they filled this car up with just normal gasoline and they let it run on this train track and tracked how far it went. And however far it went, they put this paper sign across the front. And then they brought the car all the way back to the starting line, and then they filled it with Shell gas. And they let the car go. And it comes up, it's starting to approach the end where the previous gas ran out, and it just busts right through that sign and keeps on going. And it's just a dramatic test that shows immediately. You don't even have to say anything. You could be totally silent and do that with a car. Put inferior gas in it, watch how far it goes. Put my superior gas in it, now watch how far it goes. You really don't even have to say any words. You're letting the demonstration do the talking. Number 6 is realism, which just means that you don't want to use models in your advertising that look like models. You want these people to look real. And you don't want it to look like you just went out and hired somebody to do it. If the John Smith sends in a testimonial You don't want to go use a stock photo of somebody who's pretending to be Joe Smith. Get Joe Smith to send a real picture of himself enjoying the benefits of your product. Use realism. If someone sends you a testimonial and it has bad grammar, keep the bad grammar in the testimonial. Don't take it out and edit it like a copywriter would. Another one is to, if you're saying, hey, people use my product all over the world, why say that when, and this is an example of something that James Jones's company actually did, where they sent Micro Niche Finder customers a little magnifying glass with their order, with instructions to take a picture of themselves somewhere, and we had people from all over the world sending in photos that we could use in our marketing, standing next to the Eiffel Tower and all these different landmarks with their little Micro Niche Finder logo right there in the picture. That's realism. That there's no question then at that point when the person sees all those pictures from all over the world with your product logo, there's no question in their mind that indeed people are using this all over the world. If you just say that in words, it just depends on how much other proof you have there as to whether or not people believe you. Number 7. Tell of approval by experts. Now, what I'm not talking about is tell by approval of your best friends. That's not what I'm talking about. Because sometimes you land on these sales pages and Guru A has a testimonial from Guru B, and we know Guru B never saw this product. He's just saying that because Guru A is his friend. Ineffective. What is effective? What if you're the only toothpaste recommended by the American Dental Association? What if you have doctors who are have no financial interest in whether or not you sell your product? What if these doctors step up and then back your product and then show their studies as to why it does what you actually say it does? So these experts should have no self-interest in this product, in whether or not it sells. All right. Number 8. Social proof, or proof of popularity. Instead of saying, this is the #1 keyword tool in the world, which how in the world would you even know that or prove that? What you can know is this is exactly how many people use this software every day. How many of your products have you sold? Where have you sold it? If your product is available only from Neiman Marcus, it says something about your product that available at any Walmart near you does not say. So these are things you have to determine. Who approves of the product? Is there a group of people who prefers your product? If 9 out of 10 dentists interviewed use my dental floss, and I want to know that, and I want to tell people that. Number 9, your guarantee. Now, the guarantee is something that could be talked about for hours and hours and hours, and I do want to have other classes on the guarantee. But for now, I'll tell you, usually the more time, the better. And people are very nervous about lengthening out their guarantee for some reason. If you come to me to write your sales letter, I can almost guarantee you're going to be very uncomfortable with with the time period of the guarantee. Most people do your 30 days, your 60 days, and some people do 90. That is weak, and it is par for the course. You need to step it up. I always do at least 1 year, because if you do 30 days, what's happening is the person is thinking to themselves, okay, I need to get this thing, I need to try it just as quick as I can and see if this guy's telling the truth. If you give somebody a year or 3 years or a lifetime, that just never happens, because they know they can get their money back anytime. There's no reason to go into the product and charge through it and try to... I've had people email me for refunds seconds after they buy it. So we want to make people as relaxed as possible, give them as much time as possible. We can even name this guarantee as far as performance goes, like earn X by this time, or get your money back, or get clients from your couch for the next 3 months, guaranteed, risk-free, or you can get your money back. Number 10. Repeat important points in different words. So this is the last point, but what I'm saying here is if something is free or something is risk-free, say it that way, say it 20 different ways throughout the letter, and just keep hammering home that the thing is free. You won't be charged a penny. You can get this in your hand today absolutely risk-free, and if for any reason you're ever unsatisfied, just send an email and you'll get all your money back with a quick and instant, immediate refund. So you're just saying the same thing. You don't want to be repetitive in that you're boring, saying the same thing over again, saying the same thing over again, saying the same thing over again. That's annoying. But you just want to make the same point and just use different words and different ways of going about it. So that will end class today. We've talked about 10 ways to make your ads more believable. I assure you that proof is the strongest thing that you can add into your sales letters to maximize results. So thanks for coming to class, and we'll talk to you soon.